Hey there, Stampers. My name is Sherry Roth. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada. And welcome to the third video in my Stampin' 101 video series, where we go back to the basics and talk about some of the things that maybe you've forgotten about, or if you're a new stamper, you may not know. So today we are going to cover the different types of stamps that Stampin' Up! Carries. Now, there are other types of stamps out there, and I'm not going to cover those. I'm going to cover the ones that Stampin' Up! Carries. So we have two different types of stamps. We have got what we call photopolymer stamps. So these are clear stamps, and you can see right through them, which makes it really easy to stamp if you're layering images on top of one another, or if you want to get your words straight. So you just peel off the plastic, and then you have a clear block, and you stick it on there, and it sticks really nicely. And then you just ink it up and stamp. So let's just do that really quickly. Got a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'll just use this ink as an example. Okay, so you just ink it up and then stamp it down, and you get this beautiful image. Okay, so those are photopolymer stamp sets. They come in this simple DVD style case, and they are ready to go as soon as you get them. Okay, one of the things actually that I should mention about these stamps is our photopolymer stamps, because there is no cushion, they are pretty flat. It is helpful when you get a solid image similar to this one to have a Stampin' Pierce mat that is in our catalog. And if you have that cushion underneath, it helps to make a really good impression with those more solid images. You saw that when it's words, it's not that big of a deal, but when you get a solid image similar to this, then that's where it can make a difference to have that cushion underneath, okay? All right, so then we also have what we call cling stamps. So, and this is what they look like. This is how they come. So they come in the same DVD style case, but there is some assembly required. Okay, so you get a sheet of stickers, and then you get a sheet of red rubber. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to mount one. So let's just choose this floral image. They are all perforated, so or die cut, I guess I should say, and they're just attached by a couple little nubby things. So you just pop them out, and then you find that image on your adhesive sheet, and you peel off that white backing. Okay, and then you peel off the backing on the red rubber stamp, and then you need to find out how this goes. This is a good one to show you guys, because this rubber piece is cut the same shape as the label. So you want to make sure that you have it going the right way. You don't want to put it like this, because then your image on the back will look different than what you're actually going to get the impression of. So I'm just fitting this right in, just like that. There's a bit of a glare here. I want to make sure. There we go. So I just fit it right in there, and then I peel it back, and the label is on there. And that label, because I positioned it correctly, that label shows us exactly how that stamp is going to make its impression. Okay, so let's just give this a clean. So I'm going to use our chamois to clean this off. And then we'll use this black, or block, I guess. Okay, and then I'll just stick that on there. So these are reusable. You just peel this back, and then it goes back in the case. So you can use the same blocks for both types of stamps. And then we're gonna bring this in. For these cling stamps, because they've got that cushion there, you don't need this Stampin' Pierce mat, okay? So then we'll have a black flower, just because my black ink is right here. I'm just gonna ink it up and stamp it down. And you can see that that image, it's not meant to be like dark and crisp like that. It's a different style of a stamp. So it's got a softer, more muted image. So it is meant to look like that. Okay, and then to clean that, again, you can just use the same and just wipe it off on that chamois, which just has water. You just rinse it clean with water. And then we do have one other type of stamp. It's a wood mount stamp, but we only carry them in background stamps. So our big full card size stamps, you do have the option of getting it in cling mount or in wood mount stamps. And those ones, I actually don't have any wood mount ones, but those ones you actually mount onto a wood block and it's permanently mounted on that block. Okay, if you get the wood mount version. But I do recommend that you get the cling mount. I love cling mount stamps. It's nice to be able to reuse the blocks over and over. They make a great impression, and you can use it with your Stamparatus, which we'll talk about in a different video. But yeah, those are the basics on the different types of stamps that we have. And if you have any questions, just post in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. All right, thanks so much for watching.